So as we were saying earlier, these girls are not going to be flying through the air. This is, as it says on the tin, this is flat land. It's about flying on flat ground, and it's kind of the style that you put into it. It's your personal take on all of these tricks. The bikes look similar.
Well, there's a lot of difference in geometry. So in Flatland, you want a very short wheelbase, very snappy, responding type of bike. And even still, then there's a lot of like personal preferences. Like you see here, Veronica Kadar, she has the front brake setup, which she's going to be using to get in, let's say, the front end combinations.
Yeah. Rare to see a front brake on Flatland.
It is.
Rare to see any brakes on Flatland now. I remember every Flatland bike back in the day used to have brakes, but now, as we start off, as soon as she gets into that first trick, the clock will begin. There we go. See it.
Starting off with that snake spin.
All on that back peg, going backwards, going forwards, going backwards, going forwards. Gets that hang 5, balanced on that front end. Maybe should be feathering that brake there. Yeah, tucks up. When you tighten that up, the spin will become quicker. She's doing a great job as the first rider out. Still 2 minutes left on the clock. We're clean. Now, the whole point of this as well is that it's getting into your trick, combining a trick, getting out of that without putting any feet on the floor.
Look at that steam rolling across the stage here. Even taking the hands off as she's spinning.
Feathering that front tire with she just doesn't get out of it. Gets a little bit tangled up.
And that's where you see where it gets technical, like jumping from one foot to the other pegs, all while balancing on one wheel and spinning.
1 minute, 20 seconds left on the clock. So that's exactly what the judges are looking for. They're looking for how these riders get into the moves, what combinations they're doing during it. Look at that. Yes. Look at the balance.
Holding that steamroller.
Gets tucked up, and now she's going to be working up to an exit now. Yeah. And then she's back to pedals. That's what the judges are looking for. Getting into it, getting a combo, getting out of the trick without putting any feet on the ground.
Yes. Yeah. Backwards again, all while balancing on just that front wheel. Keeping it spinning, feathering the front brake. She wants that rollout.
Yo!
Come on, Veronica.
Just now with 25 seconds back on the clock. There we go, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. Notice that. She's grabbed out the stem on that one. Tightens it up, gets a real fast spin on that.
And that's that freestyle mentality. Instead of holding onto the bars, holding onto the stem.
Yeah.
The part connecting the bars and the frame.
Putting your own take on it. Oh, dabs a foot on that one with the final few seconds. And that's it. She gets a huge round of applause from the crowd, from the fellow contestants as well. Veronica's 3 minutes is up. That's a solid first run. I mean, she's the only other nation other than Japan to make it into this final today.
I mean, Japan has been dominating the flatland category for years now.
Yeah, both in male and female. We've had two kind of countries really that have been leading the pack, and that's France and it is Japan. Now, that's not to say that a lot of other countries in between that haven't been, you know, coming away with championships, with trophies. Away has been Japan and France.
Look at that, jumping from one pack to the other. Veronica Kadar, the Hungarian national champion, the vice European champion.
And this where she just had that foot on the exit. Now, one thing we were talking about earlier is the freestyle park. You know, the learning trajectory on freestyle park. You're going to start doing the similar sort of tricks as you learn on flatland at the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, you start with the bunny hop, you start to balance on pegs, you start lifting the front end up, the back end up. You start to do very similar things. But then as soon as you start taking off and you start 180 and you start to take off up into the air, the learning trajectory is huge. The learning trajectory in flatland is super slow. It is hours and hours of practice a day.
It's about that dedication, because like a lot of tricks on park can be learned in an afternoon session, let's say. But now since it's flatland, it's all about having that balance while doing a trick, and every trick has another point of balance as well.
Exactly.
Next up is Sona Yoshimura. Look how she steps from one peg to the other, using her feet to scuff the front wheel.
Yeah, she crosses up the arms on that one as well.
I mean, you can have the most, let's say, maybe simple trick, but then make it as complex as possible. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Bike upside down here.
Contemplate this for 1 second.
Oh, to the pedal. Oh, scuffing. Oh!
Unfortunately, not just getting the exit on that one. Saw in practice, she'd been absolutely nailing that trick every time. So, crosses up those arms, gets up on that front peg, lifts up the back, uncrosses the arms. You've got to keep an eye.
Crossing it, yes.
Keep an eye on the feet, keep an eye on the hands, keep an eye on what's happening all the time, because they are switching sides, switching directions. Solid work from Sona so far. She's still got 1 minute 20 seconds on the clock. Onto the pedal. So much harder than being on the peg and on the back wheel. Just gets tangled up in it again.
Just as in the previous link, as she wants to transition back from that pedal onto the peg, that's where she messes it up. But still 1 more minute for Sona Yoshimura. Solid season so far. Has seen a lot of podiums yet.
Yeah.
Can she jump to the podium here?
Difficult.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
And you could see she was stoked on that one. Gets a fist bump in the air. So technical, so difficult. Here we go. Are we going back to the trick she come unstuck on earlier? It looks like we are. She's onto the pedal. Switches it back onto the peg, switching the feet over, cross them back again, up, round. This time stomps it. You can see Alex Dumoulin there. Absolutely stoked on that one. That was the 3rd time she tried that trick. This time comes away with it. There's the arms crossed up again.
Oh, the rollout. Come on, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo!
So stoked. The buzzer goes.
Wrapping herself around the bike in the last seconds, getting back to the original starting position. Sona Yoshimura.
Great work, Sona. It takes a lot as well when you've come tangled up in a couple of those tricks to then say, you know what, I'm not letting it beat me, not in this run, I'm getting it done. And I said, I'd seen these girls practice earlier. She'd been nailing that trick every time, and I was like, I thought when I saw her get up into it, I thought, here we go, she's going to nail it again, but got tangled up in it at the beginning.
And she's a really consistent rider as well. So Japanese Nationals, 2nd place. Asian Continental Championships, 3rd place. And then at the World Cups, the one in Montpellier, 2nd. And then last month in Shanghai, the 3rd spot. She has that podium experience, but will this run be enough to jump to the top of the podium? I think one thing is for certain. We're going to see 2 Japanese women on the podium.
Oh,
that's for sure.
That's for sure. No, I'm not so good at math, but even I know that.
Well, look at that. That upside down peg wheelie. Using the pegs to hold up the bike.
Super difficult. Yeah, Sona. And there we go. The fist bump, and then Alex there. He knows how difficult these tricks are, if anybody does. Okay, looks like the next rider has gone in and started just before we could get stuck in, but not to worry. Karen is up. Okay, 2 minutes on the clock, so we've missed a little bit at the start of this run.
Karin Homura.
Yeah, Karim, you'll see a different style from Karim. Bikes are spinning quicker. A lot faster combinations. Sometimes going quicker is easier, sometimes going quicker is harder. Look at the arms crossing up. Switch, doesn't get out of it, just gets tangled up. But this is what we're talking about with the freestyle element of this. You see, Karen's style of riding is completely different from the last two. The spins are going quicker.
And the first brakeless rider in this final as well.
Yeah, good bit of style on the bike.
Look at that.
Yeah, whiplashing that round.
The whiplash, having the frame spinning as you step from one pack to the other.
That's right.
Keeping that rotation going.
And as we said, Karen there rides without any brakes on her bike whatsoever. So everything has to be pinpoint perfect. Getting tangled up again with 1 minute left.
The backwards hitchhiker standing on those front packs at the bike in front of you. And she did it backwards.
Okay, with 45 seconds on the clock when she gets stuck into this next combo. As we've been saying throughout, it's all about linking combinations, getting in. Yeah.
Just to see hitchhiker position, flips it around.
Looks like we're going to get into a more comfortable position. We're going to get a bit of speed into this one. See the adjustment on the crank there, the adjustment with the pedal and the crank. Reaches down and she's in and she's out.
And she lands it cross-armed as well.
Yeah.
In an X-up position.
With 10 seconds on the clock.
Final link here.
Crosses the arms up, reaches over.
And that's the buzzer.
Karen Homura. Karen's looking happy with that. We're sorry we missed the start of that run there. The guys down on the Flatland platform just got a little bit ahead of us, but we saw the most of the run for Karen there. And she qualified obviously in second place. Only one rider left, another Japanese teammate coming up next. Well done, Karen. So as we've said before, you know, Flatland, it's all about these, how you get in. Oh, there, we missed that at the start. I like that.
That technicality of those transitions as he jumps from one trick into the other, scuffing that front wheel with the foot to keep that momentum going. Oh, and look how she saves it. So the frame comes to a dead stop, and then she uses that scuffing motion on the front wheel to pick up the speed again. The points are in.
Okay.
78.67 for Karen Homura.
So it's a one-hit wonder for all of these riders. The one-hit wonder is in and one and done. Now the final rider up.
Hiaki Todaka.
Hiaki got for us.
Japanese national champion, Asian continental champion, and the winner of the last World Cup in Shanghai. And that is all in the time span of 1 month, those competitions. So she is on a winning spree.
But being so young, she's not been at a world championship before. This is her first world championship. She's been at all the World Cups. She came away in first place after the last one. She's come away as national champion. And today, she wants to walk away as world champion. You can see a different style of bike, different style of riding, Chiaki. Getting super tech, super combo straight out the gates. Again, one of the brakeless riders. Most of them, doesn't get out of that. But gets a cheeky smile on her face anyway. She knows, that's okay. I still got 2 minutes left on the clock. So you notice there with Chiaki's bike looks a little bit different to the rest of the bike. That is probably, you know, a bike that is aimed, or is 100% aimed at Flatland riders.
Oh my God!
And drops it down through, crosses over. Oh my goodness.
And look how she uses that pumping motion to pick up the momentum again. I mean, that is something very technical.
Look at that smile, Chiaki. That rides past the judges, gives them a cheeky little smile as well. Says, hey, how'd you like that combo, guys? That was about 18 tricks in one.
Those judges are true stoics. No emotions on the face of the judges.
Yeah, using that momentum. Oh my goodness. Oh, gets tangled up in it again, but still got a minute on the clock, so still plenty to go, yeah. Now the technicality of Kiyaki's tricks have been very difficult. Very different to what we've seen the previous three riders.
Oh, look how the bars were skimming over the ground, but she corrected it. Pumping motion, jumping to the pedal.
Look how slow Kiyaki gets that and then gets out of it. Links it onto another combo, fist bump the air and knows that he's good with another 30 seconds still left on the clock. Kiyaki doing incredibly well. That's why she's national champion.
Time for that last link in this run for Kiyaki Todaka. 20 seconds left, 20 seconds between her and a possible world championship title.
At her first world championships as well. As I said, she's national champion. She came away from Shanghai in first place as well. Final 5 seconds, final combos. Oh, she'll call it there. I believe it's 16 years old, I think Kiyaki Todaka. As we said, one thing's for certain, we're going to see 2 Japanese riders on this podium, but if the last 3 World Cups are anything to go by, Japan have had first, second and third place on the podium. The question is, which one of those Japanese riders is going to be sitting at the top of the board? Solid runs. And her first World Championships. Is she going to come away with the crown of World Championship?
It's that new generation of flatland riders.
Yeah. I don't know what they put in the water in Japan, but it's got doing very well for them in the flatland scene.
Yeah, she's really using that pumping motion.
So as we were saying there, Kiyaki's bike slightly different to, say, Veronica's bike. Veronica's looks way more like a traditional style BMX, but she's got it. She's made it to the top. She comes to her first World Championship, and she comes away as World Champion.
And Japan is taking the whole podium as well. So the bronze, the silver, and the gold medal. But most importantly, that rainbow jersey is going back home to Japan.
Oh my goodness. 3 very young ladies there and very talented. Incredible. Can you imagine turning up to your first World Championship at 16 years old and then just coming away as world champion, just like that?
They're all a long way from home.
And there we go. So there we see some of the differences on her bike there as well. Look at those. Look at the way the frame's designed. Catfish down there giving a high five. He knows what it means, if anybody does, with flatland. Now Kiyaki's going to have to run off, get an interview done. As we now look at the results, there it goes. Japan first, second and third. They've done the same as what they've done in the previous 3 World Cups. It's been a domination from Japan on the BMX Freestyle Flatland for Women's Elite.
And now for the medal table, Japan is ticking off the first bronze, the first silver, and the first gold of this weekend in BMX Freestyle here in the Flatland Women's Elites. Unfortunately, Veronica Kadar just missing out on the podium.
Oh, but there's only 4 riders in the final. It's so tough to be that 4th rider, but somebody's got to be 4th.
So that will wrap up our 2025 Urban Cycling World Championship BMX Flatland competition here in the Women's Elite. We still have the men's flatland coming up as well later on today. We're still waiting for an interview with our new world champion, with Kiyaki Todaka.
Wow. Turning up. Shanghai coming away with first place at the last World Cup round, and then turning up to your first World Championships. Riyadh 2025 and going away.
And still at this age, 15 years old.
15, sorry. I called it out 16. She's 15 years old, I mean. My goodness, there you go. Good view of the site there.
A lot of action here this weekend at the Urban Cycling World Championships. There's also trial bikes going on, the BMX Spark competition. But now all focus on Flatland and our new world champion, Chiaki Todaka.
Chiaki, I know that you don't speak a lot of English, but please tell me, how do you feel to be world champion?
I'm happy. Thank you.
And now we will change to Japanese. それから日本語でもうちょっと長い答えで世界優勝になってただの15歳でどんな感じどんな思いがありますか？
決めたかった技が決めれて世界チャンピオンになれてすごく嬉しいです。
英語
She happy about she wanted to pull the combo and then she could show that and then she won. She's really happy now.
There must have been a lot of pressure. You were last to perform. What were you thinking? 最後の演技でプレッシャーが多いでしょう。何を考えてますか？
自分のベストが出せるように精一杯のことをやろうと思って頑張りました。
She was really focusing to do her best and then she did it.
And finally, Japan are 1, 2, 3 on the podium. How good is that for you? 3人の日本人が表彰台で分かってやったで、それはどれぐらい大切ですか？3人さんが
優勝できたのはどんぐらい嬉しいですか
？2人とも上手な選手なので勝ててすごく嬉しいです。
Two other riders are very good level, and then but she can win. She could win. That's why she is really happy.
Thank you very much. ありがとうございました。おめでとうございます。
Thank you.
So thank you everyone for tuning in for this 2025 UCI Urban Cycling World Championships. This was the BMX Freestyle Women's Flatland Finals. We had a great time. I hope you had fun as well.